The mutton yakni pulao was something that Bhasheshwar Nath Kapoor would eat, back in those
The father of Prithviraj Kapoor.
Father of Prithviraj Kapoor. And Prithviraj Kapoor was a huge fan of yakni pulao. And he was trying to be trim for his films. But it was always like diet khana pehle kha lo, pet bhar lo, aur uske baad asli khana khao.
All Indian food now is the same thing, no? There's one butter chicken, one Rogan Josh, one this, that, the other. But if you're bringing home recipes out, it's a treasure. Chittuji sought me out and he said, "Hey, tu, idhar aa, idhar." He called
Standard.
me. And then he said, "I've seen your show, I've done this, that, the other." So I took the opportunity. Then we asked him, "Sir, will you come on my show?" "I just want to eat, I don't want to come on any show and all that." Looking nice, glistening, red and beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. The mutton cooks so well. It's just, it's really nice. Today we are talking about a film family, probably India's first film family. A history that started way back 100 years ago with Prithviraj Kapoor, now in its fifth generation, creating not only cinema but great food. It's a history that's being kept alive by the great grandson of Prithviraj Kapoor, the grandson of Raj Kapoor, the son of Reema Kapoor Jain. We're meeting Armaan Jain, who is doing such wonderful things with food. He started a fabulous kitchen called the Junglee Kitchen, and we're going to meet him, talk about the Kapoor family, and then ask him, Khaane Mein Kya hai? Hello. Hi.
Welcome.
Waiting for you to come.
I'm just so happy to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. I hope you've come hungry.
I am dying of hunger. Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
But before we even start, I want to just know more about what you're doing.
First thing, I'm very happy because the first place people come to know, they don't just walk in, they walk here.
To the bar.
Super important place in a home.
Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah. Listen, did you get these commissioned or
no? So these are from my grandmom's home. They were paintings in a bungalow. So when I was evacuating the bungalow and taking things out, I love these two paintings. I said I have to build my bar around these two paintings.
So you first got the painting and then you made the bar around.
Then we designed the bar around it.
This is the third generation of Kapoor that I'm actually going to dine with.
Wow.
The great Armaan.
I'm honored. No, thank you.
The great Armaan.
Thank you. No, you were sharing a beautiful story. When we were speaking the other day on Chintu uncle and one memory with him.
So I have 2 or 3 memories with him.
I want to hear this because it's.
So the first memory was I met him at my friend Babani Rani's 25th wedding anniversary. Good Parsi food. I think both your uncles were thrilled out of.
And Raj Kapoor.
Yeah, he did, yeah. But he passed by then, Chittuji sought me out and he said, "Hey, tu, idhar aa, idhar." He called
Standard.
me. And then he said, "I've seen your show, I've done this, that, the other." So I took the opportunity. Let me ask you, "Sir, will you come on my show?" "I just want to eat, I don't want to come on any show and all that."
No,
So that is one. And then he and Dabuji both caught me at a party and we discussed Nihari and he said, "Tell me." I said, "I'll send you Nihari."
I'm a huge fan. Like at least once a week, I'm ordering Chinese and grill. You've had that?
I've had that. We've shot there also.
Oh my God, it's something else.
And he makes one more thing which is quite interesting. It's called Bannu Pulao. Chinese and grilled. And it's a pulao full of nali on top, full of marrow. Wow.
No, great stories. I mean, I really miss Chintu uncle because, that was the vibe that we had with each other, always talking about food. I spent a lot of time with him actually going to a bunch of restaurants, even one-on-one, both would go together, try out food together. And talking about Parsi food, my wife is Parsi.
Okay.
And my grandfather, Raj Kapoor, literally would make my grandma Krishna find bhonus. So it was a thing. I want to go and eat the
wedding is happening.
The wedding is happening. I am turning up for it. So it was a thing. Yeah.
You come from a film family, but you made this conscious sort of move towards hospitality and food. Why and how? So, like you just said, you walk in this house and this aroma of food, it smells like ghee, doesn't smell like perfume. That's our home. our Punjabi homes are just, it's always food, food, and food. And that's something I've seen growing up. I mean, I saw less cinema. I was, very alienated in this South Bombay world. My dad's, investment banker and finance. So, we didn't grow around film sets and shoots. For us, the limited, we would connect with the whole film family in our Chembur bungalow with my grandma, where again, everything was food, food, and food, get-togethers over food. At my mom's place, the whole South Bombay community would land up every Friday and Saturday. My friends coming every weekend just for the khana at a place, and bonding. So I saw that and I saw, just the happiness around food. And for us, my dad, my mom, me, my brother, for us, weekends, weekdays were just different restaurants, going across, the city to try new things and admire food. And most of the time, like I just told you earlier, literally going alone to places because when I'm eating, I just want that shant so I can concentrate on the food.
1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute chicken, Frankie's chicken in a minute.
Come together with Venky's.
To be honest, all Indian food now is the same thing, no? There's one butter chicken, one Rogan Josh, one this, that, and the other. But if you're bringing home recipes out, which is what is important, home recipes out, it's a treasure that needs to be shared.
And I think for me, it was the fear of sharing the treasure at that juncture, right? Because it's such a personal thing. So many years of these recipes preserved where people would come. There's also like this, exclusivity when it's just at your house and people are coming to eat it. So I was like very conflicted. Should this go out to the world? But like, yeah, this is my passion. I want to feed the world, right? Yeah. So both my wife and I actually started, bootstrapped. I was cooking in the kitchen. She was packing on a dining table, writing notes to people. It was beautiful the way we started this.
We're now talking of nearly 100 years of heritage over here. And of course, the film heritage is written about. Everybody knows about it. But this heritage that you are preserving and that you are promoting and propagating is something that is nobody's really talked about it. But before all that, I want to still know what you're cooking today for me.
Oh, today is Junglee Maas. We have dal makhni, mutton keema chops. We have this achari aloo.
Okay.
We have some mutton galouti kebabs, shami kebabs, firni, dessert.
Excellent.
A bunch of other things I might forget, but there's maybe one or two more.
So can we peek into your kitchen and see what is happening? Because
of course, that's the main area in our house.
Because I like to be really close to food. Really close to food. I'll look at it before I eat it, and it'll be great to watch you at your trade. Yeah,
100%. Let's go.
Chalo. Let's go. Thanks to Shemaru Contentino, we are now available on in-flight entertainment across multiple airlines. Catch us on screen, on board, and in front of you. Exclusively brought to you by Shemaru Contentino, bringing in-flight entertainment to life. Most of the food is ready. The little final touches left, and because there's such an elaborate menu, I've just figured out what the menu is.
So these are my galouti kebabs. Traditionally at home we had shami kebabs growing up.
Correct.
At all our homes. This is Junglee Maas. So that's
Okay, so this is the Junglee Maas.
So Junglee Maas is again made purely in ghee, lots of lasan, your maas.
Oof, this is superb.
This is it's baby potatoes with the skin. So it just
I love potatoes with the skin. I can see the sesame in this.
Yeah, सरसों के तेल में we make this. Superb. This is our mutton keema chop. So as opposed to a traditional keema, we put in some chops in as well. In this.
So the keema is like the gravy of the chops, literally.
The last thing is our dal makhni. Everything is prepared. I'm just going to quickly smoke it and then we'll bring everything onto the table. So looking at this table, tell me, do you feel really proud of this table? The way your grandmother used to set a table, the way the table used to be set at, say, the Chembur cottage in the house of Raj Kapoor and the family. Is this how you've been used to eating food?
Yeah, I've just been used to the table being full. I mean, whether it's one person coming over or 5 or 10 or 100, the table needs to be full. And it's always about stuffing people. So we're going to stuff you with this food today.
And I'm very happy to be stuffed with food today also. We'll chat, but do you want to quickly tell me what's on the table?
I'll take you through. I'll take you through everything very quickly. Yeah. That's my Junglee Maas.
We saw this
in the kitchen,
yeah.
That's an achari aloo.
Okay.
This is a zafrani pulao, which is kind of inspired from my wife, Parsi.
Okay.
We wanted a different, flavor in the kitchen, so we brought the Persian rice in. This is mutton keema chop. So as opposed to doing a traditional mutton keema, getting those pieces of chops, tender chop pieces in, really adds to like the whole dish. Behind which I can't see is the mutton galouti which I spoke to you about.
Yes, absolutely.
Here's some nice traditional chicken legs. more with the your red masala chicken tikka flavor. Then we have paya.
Yeah, I want to know what that was. That's the paya.
That's the paya. That's the paya, which is again like Junglee Maas, paya, the keema chops, aloo. These dishes have all like transcended all these generations in our homes.
When you decided to start cooking, where did the recipes come from?
So pretty much these dishes were always served at our homes. So for me, growing up wasn't like too much cooking. It was more going to your grandma's home, attending parties, and just even weekends at Nani's home, and just seeing the table full. And for us, walking into the kitchen, trying things out. So it was more exploration. But I did start cooking also at 7, 8. I was in.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean not really cooking,
But still,
chopping, and like
yeah.
in that environment of a kitchen basically. It was not like documenting recipes so early. It was more just tasting food, having my favorite meal at Nani's home or Dadi's home kind of a thing back then.
So because when you say that I entered the kitchen when I was 7, 8, which is great because most people don't let their children into a kitchen. Arey jal jayega, ye ho jayega, wo ho jayega. But even I was encouraged to go into the kitchen at a very early age, and I'm so just happy that the family let you do that and expose yourself.
My dad also spent a lot of time in the kitchen. He used to take me and my brother when we were like 4 or 5. He actually takes my son, who's not even 2.5 right now, to the fish market. Because my dad goes every Sunday to the market to procure his meat, vegetables. He likes understanding the pulse of the nation and the market by going to the market, really having conversation with the vendors. So I've seen that growing up, and I think we were always exposed to a kitchen. My dad cooks, I cook, we all cook in the family. So and like we discussed that smell, right?
Yes.
Entering my grandma's home, I could just smell ghee and like tadka. So we would just go into the kitchen, spend an hour there. My nani would call saying, "Arey, kahan pe ho? Come up quickly to my room. You've come to eat food or meet me." So that was the kind of
But
feeling.
I know that you're much younger than all of us, and you were born after the great Raj Kapoor passed away. But these recipes which you learned from Nani, do you know the origins of these recipes? Were they passed on from the Peshawar? Because I shot with Shami Kapoor
That's
years
right.
ago.
Yeah.
And it was donkeys years ago. It was one of the finest interviews, or rather finest experiences I've ever had. And he spoke about the background of the family and where they came from and the food of that.
So I mean, these are all stories I've heard. I mean, from my mom, from Nani as well, and the family members. The elder generation obviously know the origins. So I mean, like for example, yakni pulao, which is actually not on the table today. The mutton yakni pulao was something that Bhasheshwar Nath Kapoor would eat. Back in those
the father of Prithviraj Kapoor.
Father of Prithviraj Kapoor, and Prithviraj Kapoor was a huge fan of yakni pulao, and he would there was obviously he was trying to be trim for his films, but it was always like diet khana pehle kha lo, पेट भर लो और उसके बाद असली खाना खाओ. So that was the vibe back then.
I don't think Prithviraj Kapoor would have looked trim, would have looked any good if he was trim.
Yeah,
that
no, of course.
Personality and that gait.
All the Kapoors with years, everyone gains those few kilos. I'm actually not too used to too many spoons in these dishes. हाथ से चावल लेते, हाथ से खाना pass करते. So we'll kind of
no problem.
I'm sorry, I'm using my hands, and that's the best way. It's the
That's the best
easiest
way
way
to do
to kind of give you a taste. Some pyaz.
चलो, एक प्याज का टुकड़ा भी लेते हैं हम लोग.
Of course. I'm gonna get you this as well. There we go.
We've decided to use our fingers.
Again, bas, easy. This is the best way to do it.
Thank you. Arey wah. Thank you. Oh, this chutney also looks fantastic. Please help yourself.
Yeah, I'll take a piece as well.
Please eat also. We have to eat together.
100%.
I'll tell you why I like these galoutis. Okay? Because I can actually taste the meat. Most galoutis have so much spice in it, so much of jadi booty inside, that you can't taste the meat anymore. But this is really nice.
When I was trying to get this recipe in place, earlier I was either over killing it with like too much garam masala. The masalas, the meeta ittar, the certain flavors
Chandan and all that.
was over flavoring and overpowering, like you said, the meat. So trying to find like the right balance between
These galoutis are really nice.
I'm sorry.
And I like the fact that they are not full of oil as well.
with the ghee dripping out kind of a thing.
So what is this chicken now? This chicken,
It's like a chicken leg, like a tandoori.
okay. But I see some garnishing. Are you roasted it with this? What is this? Green stuff. Kothmir.
Yeah, there's kothmir in there.
Okay.
And some mix of kasuri methi as well.
Kasuri methi. Oh, this is delicious. How did you access some of the recipes from the family?
From the Bangla days and Nani's home and even Prithviraj Kapoor generation. I think food is super important to kind of, travel from one's home to the other home. So even like the cooks that worked with Nani and people who were there, my cook who's been with us for 35 years, who was my mom's house, learned with my grandmom as well. So I think a lot of it, instead of documenting, I think it's more andaz cooking. It's more understanding recipes, and then it's just computerized in a certain manner where I'm sure Nani would document some of them, which we do have, like someone on a piece of paper. But it's transcended through different households.
So what you're saying is that when mom got married, say for example, did she send her cook to Nani's house to learn?
Oh, there's a funny story there. Basically, Nani's cook, I think, must have worked with her Mistri ji.
Okay.
Was someone who worked with her for 40 years. The only thing my dad said is, when we get married, Bhabhi ji, please send Mistri ji to our home. And they were trying to take Mistri ji away, and my Nani said, you take anything from me, but you don't take my Mistri ji away. But yeah, I mean, obviously there was a learning process. So when mom moved, her cook would have gone and taken inspiration from Nani's recipes. Also went to my dad's mom's home, took some inspiration from there, and that's how these recipes have transcended. And I've seen that growing up more in my mom's home than Nani's in terms of the cooking. And I obviously have documented it. I mean, recently when I started the business, like I told you, I had to obviously document all these things, and now it's documented.
They're all documented, and it's important to document. I think I saw the Netflix show that the family got together and did. I think it's great because we've only heard about the great Kapoor Khandan soirees or the parties. I've seen some footage which now pops up on YouTube of your grandfather throwing these wonderful big parties. Of course, there are no close-ups of the food, so I don't know what food is there. But you can see people coming and enjoying themselves. How did you come up with the idea of doing the Netflix dining with Kapoor thing?
I started obviously my food business, like I said, in COVID. And then one fine day, I mean, I had my production company also up and running. In fact, dining wasn't our first, slotted project. We actually had a project that was we were writing and we were going to start that. But because it's Raj Kapoor's 100th birthday, my mom and I were, kind of in conversation about, what do we do for Raj Kapoor's 100th birthday? And then we were talking about food, talking about different elements. We went back into the past about, her days with her father. And, a lot of my learnings with my mom growing up also, discovering the man I never met. And, I've always, for me, Raj Kapoor, I haven't met him, but I've always really kind of held things closer to me. And I think that's with my wife as well. We haven't met sets of grandparents. So you kind of hold onto like physical archives and things, even closer. And, the stories my mother has told me growing up is I felt should be told to a larger audience and celebrate Raj Kapoor apart from just his cinema, but through food. Something that's been such an important part of this family and has kept us together in good and bad times. Even if you're really, this family's been through losses, whether you've lost family members, lost, a physical studio or a physical, bungalow, which is, a house full of memories. I think the tradition and this tradition of food and getting together and, although you're going through so much pain at a certain level, food and celebrating together and these traditions have carried
never
along.
stop.
And seeing this family as a joint family together and that happiness and, even though you meet once, maybe sometimes in few months, you pick up from where you've left it.
To get such a big family together once every few months is also an achievement.
No, absolutely. And I think
when you say of sad moments, I remember this, when we first heard about the fire at RK Studio and that all the props of years and years of RK films just getting vanished,
it's very difficult. I remember the whole family, it's about 7-8 years ago. All my uncles, my grandma, everyone was crushed because, firstly, it wasn't a studio that was, everyday churning films or, it was slightly away, more removed from, Andheri and Juhu and all the predominant, shooting locations. It was actually losing money. The family were losing money in terms of, maintaining the studio. But why? Because we literally preserved every single prop, costume from Raj Kapoor's films, every artist, secondary artist, everything was preserved so meticulously in cupboards and drawers. The respect that we had for our grandfather and obviously my uncle's father to preserve this and maybe one day, maybe set up a museum or do something. But one fine day, everything, went into flames, which was
tragic. That's why I'm glad that something has remained for the family.
The food.
The food of the family has remained.
A few physical, archives here and there, which,
You were telling me, so there are memories in this house which have come from the Chembur cottage.
So most of it burned down, but like there were certain props and certain chairs from RK Studio that I've repurposed in my office space.
Okay.
Some of his music instruments and stuff. So I keep that very close to my heart.
Yeah.
other archives that, my mom had letters of my grandfather and certain things which, I keep very close to me.
Which one
I've
at home?
documented in a room of mine. And the other is stuff that, like obviously food is something that, is number one for me and what I've taken from the family. But certain physical things, because we grew up in this bungalow with my nani, which was, every weekend, creating chaos in that bungalow.
So every Saturday, Sunday?
It was, one day dadi, one day nani. It was like, maybe a Friday night at my dadi's home, Saturday night nani's home. And it was chaos. It was food. It was playing cricket there, breaking windows and glasses. And yeah, so there were certain elements like the chandelier up here it was always in one of those living rooms.
Okay.
So just repurposed a few things just to keep it close to me. So I feel that space is, around me.
Listen, I'm very biased towards food, but if you do this, there's enough that you've kept close to you.
No, absolutely.
Because this is living heritage of your family.
No, I'll be honest with you, even me documenting the recipes were like, apart from the business, right? The transition from one home to the other through chefs and cooks. Nothing is permanent, nothing is permanent. I've seen that with these losses in the family. These recipes would be lost if I didn't, even for my own personal consumption, because I want to eat this food here all my life. I want to feed my son. I have a son. I want to feed my friends and family who've come for so many years to our homes to eat. And if I don't take that, initiative in terms of, documenting it and keeping it tomorrow, I might
Forget about it.
forget it, and let's say I don't remember the recipes myself. I want this legacy to continue and the feeding to continue at our homes, So
Just that sense of hospitality and sharing. On
now let's go. Now can I fill your plate?
You please tell me where I should eat and where to start from. I'll do.
So should I start filling?
Yes, please.
Give me this. I'll do the.
This? Okay.
Yeah.
This is the
just
paya?
get the paya. Yeah. This one?
Yeah. Because there's lots to eat. Superb. So this is
There
the
you
paya.
go. That's the paya, and here you have your
Pav.
brun pav and your naram pav.
Naram pav and
yeah,
kadak pav, both.
Your paratha.
This is the paratha I eat with the...
Lacha paratha with the jungli maas,
With the jungli
and you
maas.
can have actually even the keema chops are better with the pav. I prefer to the. Yeah, I'm just gonna give you the keema pav.
I love it the way you're so cool. Thank you. This is looking nice, glistening, red and beautiful.
Ghee is everything.
And the ghee which has got sort of rogan in it. Arre baapre.
I will give you the ghee. The ghee is super
Armaan. Ghee.
Yeah, ghee. Super important. Super important.
I cannot be eating.
Paratha and the pav, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
paratha and the pav. I'm going to start with the aloo.
Super.
So the aloo is the home recipe from here, from Anisha? Or?
No, so it's a home recipe that actually we make at my mom's home.
Okay.
It's baby potatoes with skin, cooked in mustard oil.
And they always taste better with skin.
It does, no?
Yeah, always does.
Nice and soft.
Nice and soft, well cooked, and it's got nice sesame which is making it nice and nutty. I'm going to eat it just like that first, without any. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. The mutton cooks so well. It's just, it's really nice.
Pieces are nice and tender. You know,
And it's,
you talking about my food makes me very nervous. I've done this with so many people, but I've followed you all my life, like I told you. And I told you my dream is to literally roam all of Bombay with you.
And we shall do that.
And try. We have to do street food together.
We shall do that.
Literally
Yeah.
go to every nook and corner. And I mean, for me, I'm eating out every day.
Every day.
Discover.
I promise you that we shall do this together.
100%. That's good.
The greatness about this maas is that, Junglee maas is that, there's a great flavor of ghee in it, the mirchi, and because it's smoky,
The mirchis have been cooked for like an hour and a half, so that also reduces that little bit of.
It's quite a simple recipe, no? If you decide to.
Super simple. Super simple. Just getting like the right, balance and amounts. Like I said, it's just ghee, your Kashmiri mirch, lots of garlic, and the maas and namak. Nothing else.
You
And slow
always
cook.
worry when you're cooking mutton because when you're doing it, say, Maharashtrian style, there's grinding and the coconut and burning and masalas have to be. This is what I like about this Junglee maas.
And like I said, you can try this with any chili, right? I mean, we don't get good Mathania mirch here. So, I mean, I do sauce my mirchi, so whether it's Mathania mirch
So
or
this you've done with Kashmiri chilies.
Kashmiri chilies. Traditionally at a home is Kashmiri chilies.
Kashmiri
And it gives a beautiful flavor to it.
And you don't need Mathania chilies. This is damn good.
But see, like I think right now you're getting that slight aftertaste is because when you overcook if the Kashmiri mirch is cooked too much, you get a slight bitter taste to it, which is I don't think you've really got now. But
So what do you put in the chilies later on once the chilies?
everything together. Everything together. So the ghee, lasan, mirch, your maas, namak, no pani, nothing in it. It's cooked in ghee for...
No pani. That means it takes a little time to cook and
It does, exactly.
And
And mutton releases whatever little water and then it cooks in the broth.
it cooks in its own juices. Well, I'm really glad that I did not beat breakfast and come. That I'm really hungry by the time we finish talking and chatting.
I literally get that from every friend of mine. I mean, they're like, Armaan, we're coming to your home, we're not eating dinner, lunch, breakfast, we're just arriving and we're going to eat and then pack some food and go back.
Junglee Maas is just wonderful.
You're having with the paratha or you're having plain?
I have it
And then you're having
plain
small
and then
veg.
I had it with this paratha. I think I'm going to eat the keema
With the pav.
with the pav. Pav is my weakness. So I'm going a complete pig.
Please enjoy.
Now, this is all available from my kitchen.
So the Junglee Masters,
Right.
we're working on the mutton keema chops.
Okay. Slowly you will.
Slowly we want to, build, because I wanted to reach, customers in the right way. So predominantly everything here is in the
So
kitchen.
talk about the kitchen. Tell me about what's happening there, how you started, where is it now? Can we order your food?
Absolutely. So, like I said, the whole idea of the kitchen was born in COVID. I started cooking. My wife and I were packing, food on a dining table together and with a lot of love, serving whether it was 2 people and 5 people, which grew to, catering and doing events for people, pop-ups for people, all from my home kitchen, maintaining product consistency and delivering it to people's homes in Mumbai. So it was a great, proof of concept. People were loving the food, a lot of repeat customers through COVID. That gave us the confidence to take this to scale. We want to obviously feed, be available firstly every day.
Everywhere.
So be available on a Swiggy, Zomato, which can, give people the opportunity to order our food every day. And in one line for me, I just wanted the whole world to try my food and eat my food. So, I went through a whole bunch of, I met a lot of cloud kitchen companies, met a bunch of people. We found really interesting a super set of partners in Bangalore who are doing the operations for us. So when
So
two
on the
locations,
menu right now is what?
35 items. I can put out the
okay.
about 35 items on it.
Not bad. Okay.
So I would say about 15 recipes are predominantly our recipes that have transcended years and years. The others have been improvised by me. Like
Fair enough.
on my cooking days, I started improvising some recipes, getting certain other flavors into the menu as well.
1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute chicken. Frankie's chicken in a minute.
Come together with Drankies.
I'm all for improvising, and I say this all the time. This whole thing about authentic food we talk about is all bull, because if you talk about a recipe that, say, your grandmother made, she learned it from her mother-in-law or her mother or someone. And who's there left who tasted the thing 100 years ago?
It's all improvised,
It's improvised.
And improvised with flavors and what people
and
really...
ingredients that are available, not available, etc.
And also, earlier it was, a certain passion. You can have I would not say certain sense of pride, but you have you do have a certain sense of pride. This is my khana and this is the way it is, and guests would come over. But when you're doing it commercially as a business, I think the most important thing is to adapt to the people you're feeding. You have to adapt.
Absolutely.
And of course, you don't want to lose your core and your core value system of feeding, but adapting is something that we're super open to. You have to adapt to flavors, and that's new for us, But like I said, we have great partners, and we're trying to scale this. The idea is to scale this pan India now in Bombay and Bangalore. 2 locations in Mumbai and 2 in Bangalore currently on Swiggy Zomato.
No, damn good. And the thing is that you can call it a business, you can call it anything, but things that are done by the heart, from
passion.
the heart,
It's love.
passionate,
It's love.
always shows on the plate.
No, absolutely. It's love for me. I don't see feeding or this as a business, although it is
It is, of
technically,
course it
but
is, yeah.
it's passion, it's love for me.
It's like what I'm doing is also a business, but look at the passion I do it with. That's it. No?
it's just with a smile and yeah, you don't feel like you're working every day. Just
Correct.
breathing and eating and feeding.
I think keema can't be made without green chilies.
Yeah, and nice coriander also, and the balance. It's good with the meat. No, the chop is nice and tender.
That's a damn good idea.
Yeah, no,
I don't know how many people eat it, but you put a few kaleji pieces inside, it will be damn good.
it'll be good. Yeah,
Gurda kaleji dal with
superb.
But this is
We never tried that out. That's a good idea though.
Yeah. Give it a
Mix it all. Yeah, mix it all. Yeah. Get a wholesome keema.
Oh, look at this chunk. To find chops which have meat on them in the first
Very
place.
rare.
Yeah.
Rare.
This is all bony. I just realized something about your family when I watched the Netflix show. Is that we say Kapoor Khandan, all that, but within this whole Kapoor Khandan, you've got the Nandas, which are related to the Bachchans. You've got Saif, which is a Khan. So this family is like literally encompasses the whole film industry in a way. And I'm sure there must be a way to get all their foods together at some point of time. And, at least try them out, showcase them in some. You have a source of so many other recipes within the family itself, isn't it?
No, honestly, I mean, going to everyone's homes, for me, firstly, one is, of course, cooking and feeding our ghar ka khana. But for me, I'm a big fan of going to people's homes, understanding their ghar ka khana,
So tell me
understanding
about
their recipes.
who's
So,
home that
talking about Saif, I think he's a fantastic cook.
Really?
And he's exactly like, our vibe of, when there's a party or something, keep it very like, between the kitchen, cook, have conversations in the kitchen. He does that very often. He cooks a beautiful lal maas. He cooks a very good butter chicken. And often he's cooking and I'm in the kitchen with him and we're conversing and trying stuff out.
Oh, that's
and that's the
wonderful.
vibe in our home. I'm always cooking and my friends now screaming, come out, hang
out,
with us.
because he's in the kitchen
Bahut ho
all the
gaya.
time.
But like it's an everyday thing, I mean, for us and it's fun, bonding over food in the kitchen.
And those I quickly do two things that I've left. One is
The paya and the
I'm a big fan of paya, of trotters, and also of these. Very nice. I've eaten 3-4 kinds of paya. Okay? One is very Mughlai Muslim paya.
green masala.
Yes,
Hara
green masala. I've eaten also the Parsis make a paya dish, which is also very, very different from the others. And then there's the Punjabi paya recipe. I like all three, by the way. And this is really nice.
Yeah, it's different, right?
Also, you've got 3 muttons in a way here. And all 3 have got distinctly different
flavors.
Which is what I like.
Thank you.
Now, to eat some of this smoked dal.
You need the paratha.
With the paratha. You can see the butter on it also. You can see the cream in it. It's creamy, it's smoky. How long does the dal cook?
Couple of hours. I think, I mean, for me, right, and I've seen this, at least with some of my recipes, I feel slow cooking also is, I'm not saying a myth, but with certain things, I don't think you really require
You don't need the
overnight
dal
cooking
overnight
or
cooking
like,
or all that.
No, raat ko bhigate dal. In terms of the process of cooking, I don't think more than 2 hours and 3 hours. Even my Junglee Maas, when I mean slow cooked, it's cooked. It depends on the chunks of meat again. But this is cooked for like an hour and a half max.
Yeah, but if you get a young goat.
This is a young goat. This is small.
Then it should
Chota
take
bakar.
more than 40 minutes to an hour to cook.
Yeah. Dhakkan ke saath mein slow, an hour.
If you make a biryani with even the kacha maas, if you have enough ghee in it, it cooks within an hour.
Cooks an hour, yeah. So the dal, I mean, again, is not like a slow cooking. It is a slow cooking process, but not like overnight cooking and all those.
But you will not use a pressure cooker for this.
For the Junglee Maas,
Never.
never.
But it's a battle.
And there's no water as well, right? So you need to add some amount of water, and obviously you can't put half a kilo of ghee in a kilo of mass. So you get a heart attack. So for me, even simple yellow dal, rice, ghee, the best.
But listen, I'm a Maharashtrian. Varan bhat, the way we do it, which is just yellow dal with literally nothing in, no masalas in it, and rice and
Just the
ghee.
flavor of the ghee is amazing. No? I like pitla also. I'm a big fan of pitla.
I like pitla.
I like pitla.
But it is
And I love my
done well.
sukha mutton and the rasa. And it's at least twice a week for me at home.
You have to share with me where you get your Maharashtrian food from.
Couple of times a week, I'll order gumantak in Dadar. A bunch of my friends keep sending me, different masalas, Kolhapuri masala, Baramati masalas, bunch of these. I like my kala mutton, so I've tried cooking it a couple of times, I'll burn my cobra, I'll burn the onions, mirchi urchi sab karke piecena. It's a lot of mehnat, but it just tastes beautiful. Yeah. It has a nice, umami flavor kind of thing to the mutton.
Now, the only reason I'm asking you is that if you have any new places you've discovered, please let us know so that we can go and discover it for ourselves also.
We should.
And
No,
we'll
there are
shoot
a
it,
bunch
yeah.
of them. Yeah, no, we should really go
We
and
can go
discover.
together and eat.
100%. Like for me, growing up with my dad, going from one place to the other, I'm telling you, there were days my mom would actually sometimes go with my brother to a restaurant. My dad and I would go to dhabas. We've lived the dhaba life growing up and trying, jitna sasta khana utna acha. And for us, that's the
Hota hi hai.
Hota hi hai. There's beautiful places all over Mumbai, India, and we like the sasta, flavorful khana.
We've also eaten. I've grown up eating in small places.
That's
I
life.
I went to college at VT, JJ School of Art. Right across, there's a little small police canteen which used to serve keema. Then there was a thing called Civil Cafe which did biryani and hot rotis and dal ghosh and that kind of stuff.
No, I think people. My wife laughs at me because I literally leave the home at least a couple of times a week just to eat at places and alone. I like that shanti. See, if you realize I have not eaten.
No.
I'm like breaking bread pieces and not eating because I like that shanti. Matlab, no conversation, just eat. So my wife does not comfort dinner with me anymore because I need that 100% concentration. Khana khao. It's like wow, it's meditation.
I also largely eat a lot of my meals alone.
Yeah,
And
no, it's nice.
Yeah.
What haven't you had now? That's the most important
No,
thing.
I've
Have you tried everything?
Only the rice I've not had.
The rice I'll give. Yeah.
But I'm okay. This is, this keema is too good, man.
Dal?
Dal is excellent.
Yeah.
Everything is excellent. I'm very happy.
The paya also, you got a different flavor.
Everything, and they're completely different. But this and the keema,
The Junglee Maas stands up for you.
top. For me, if I was to sit and just eat one more thing, eat only this.
So what I ask most people, what are we packing for you? That's the most important. And literally, I mean, I know there are a lot of people here, so everyone, aap log please khalo. It's like at our home, it's not about, just us eating. It's about everyone eating. So everyone, I'm going to feed and overfeed before you all leave.
Yeah.
And I'm packing that dabba for
I'm
you.
very happy
Your
to-
staples, whatever you like and can eat.
The Kapoors. What was their favorite cuisine? I've been told it was Chinese.
Me growing up, like I said, birthdays, anniversaries, even every Sundays was Chinese food.
Yeah.
Nanking and then China Garden and then, going to, I mean, for me also, I love my,
Chinese food,
Chinese
yeah.
food and local Chinese or club Chinese. I think, the Kapoors are absolutely obsessed with Chinese
Chinese
food.
food.
Probably more than Indian. And you like your crabs as well. You like the
do.
Singapore crab
I
and
like the Singapore
oh.
chili crab with that bantao bread, which is deep fried.
It's gonna take, if we both eat, it's going to take 2 hours just breaking the shell. That's maza.
So Links does it really well, and also China House at the Hyatt. Oh, that's really good.
I love the Peking duck.
Yeah, Peking
The
duck.
Peking duck, I would tell them I'd pre-order it. It's outstanding.
Peking duck, and they do a thing called beggar's chicken.
Yes, I've tried that.
Yeah, that's also good. I want to thank you and best of luck with this. I hope you spread this joy to everybody, and I want everybody to try and taste this food. Okay, try and order it, have fun, enjoy it, and know that this is coming straight from your heart.
No, Kunal,
I can see it on the plate. Your heart is on this plate.
No, thank you so much. I mean, like I told you, it's genuinely really mean. I've grown up seeing you. I watch very few films actually. I've grown up pressing my nanny's feet, and every morning was watching food shows and food and food and food. Right. So apart from our recipes, her diary has like a lot of mixed bag of food recipes and stuff. So I've grown up watching you and to actually see you sitting with me, eating with me, my home, my food.
Don't say this.
No, I promise you, it's really something really special. And it doesn't end here. We're going to do a lot more
Yes.
fun stuff on the streets
We
of
will.
Bombay
On the
and
streets of
pan
Bombay.
India. We got to do this.
Absolutely.
So thank you for coming over and love you lots.
Thank
Really.
you so much.
Really.
Man. Yeah. My heart is like full with joy eating this food. And this is what it does, This it's only when food is coming straight from the heart that it translates in this fashion.
And I've seen that. I mean, and you can see that on your face, your eyes, and that's.
You saw when I ate that keema, it was like surprising.
So I think I think what you really like the most should haath se, sorry. This is how we do it. Yeah. So everyone's giving me
It's all right.
but haath se I think is
Haath se
more
hi
pyar
achha hai.
and thoda jungli.
No, please, I can't eat.
One
I
bite,
cannot eat.
chota sa, just chota sa piece of.
With the ghee.
Because I know you're enjoying the Junglee Maas.
This is, I think, he's found a true lover of food over here. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers, and we shall meet again.
100%.
अगर आपको ये एपिसोड अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज राइट टू अस, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, कमेंट कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और आते रहिए, खाते रहिए और पूछते रहिए खाने में क्या है.
It's a small hamper for you from the Junglee Kitchen.
Okay, lovely. Can you tell me what's inside this hamper now?
Lots of meat. It has some mutton rogan josh, which you didn't try today.
Okay.
Firni.
Okay.
It has chicken on rice, the same rice that you had, but with chicken on top.
Nice.
It has dal makhani,
Okay.
which you like, so you can try that again.
Okay.
And just a bunch of goodies and raita and chutneys and a note that I would like you to read and try again and eat some more
I'll read
tonight.
the note right now. If you will just,
Sure.
this is not all I'm taking. I'm asking him to pack the leftovers of the food also.
Super important, which I'm doing. That's a cultural thing. This is just a.
This is it's superb. This is, and it says it's an invitation to dine with legacy, which is what exactly we've done today. The Junglee Kitchen, superb, man.
Thank you. And inside there's a longer note, so you can do
Okay,
that at home.
I read that at home nicely and properly. Thank you. Yeah, my goodies I'm taking with me. Bye. Where? Amazing. She's just crawling from the table. I've liked everything.
Genuinely different flavors.
It's beautiful.
You like the mix? This is my favorite at home.
I like the keema the most.